Alright, hello and welcome to episode 27 of Minechat. We are, for the third time, inviting James York to our episode. How you doing, James?
Good, thank you. Good evening. Three is the magic number, or
Three.
so I hear.
Yes, third time lucky. Um, well, to be honest with you, you deserve it because whenever I do a workshop or whatever, I always mention you because people kind of stand back in awe when they kind of hear that you actually can learn languages in Minecraft, you know? So
Absolutely,
it's
absolutely.
yeah, it's great to actually show them a bit more. So this is the third time I've visited. You've added a lot more to spawn space. Looks very professional, if I may say.
Hmm. Yeah,
Um,
I got a decent builder on the team now. So,
oh yeah,
yep.
makes a difference. Makes a difference.
Certainly does. You gotta have that strong first impression.
Yeah, it's true. It's very kind of professional. So we went. If people want to look, I'll put a link to the first two episodes that we've done already in the description of this video. So maybe if you just want to take me on a little journey of what's new in your
Okay,
world now.
absolutely. So what we've been doing with the Kotoba Miners project for like a year or so was to basically come up with a curriculum to teach Japanese. So a lot of the activities that you've already seen are focused on pair work or group work activities
Right.
um, to be done in a class environment. So
hmm
we get together and we do it as a part of a class. But
Right.
what I kind of thought of is, well, what is Minecraft missing for language learners? And one of the key things is input. There's
Mm.
nothing in Minecraft at all. There's no books to read. There's no quests to do. There's nothing to say. There's no reading skills involved unless you create it. So
Mm.
that's what we've gone about doing.
Very
Um,
cool.
so we've basically got this server, which is pretty much creative mode.
Mm.
You fly around and there's no survival here at all. And then the server that I'm going to introduce today is should be linked somewhere. There it is, the survival server.
Okay.
If we head over here, the
All right.
concept for this survival server, there's three main concepts. One is quests. So we've using the plugin called quests to generate RPG-like quests,
Mm-hmm.
which some of the quests require you to go out and get a certain item and bring it back. Typical RPG kind of stuff, but the writing is in Japanese for that key word. So it's like, hey, go and get me 10 ringo, which is 10
Mm-hmm.
apples and stuff like
Right.
that. So it's very gradual learning procedure
Mm-hmm.
like that. And the other concept is again an RPG style mechanic, which is, let me just level you up here so you can get out of there without doing
All
all
right.
the quests. Basically, to
Thank you.
exit this place, you need to do his quests. But I can just make you.
I am the chosen one.
Yes, you should be able to come out of the door now.
There we go.
So as you can see, this guy here, Stowaway Sid.
Mm-hmm.
Any NPC with a question, a music note coming out of his head, he's a
Mm.
quest giver.
All right. So if I can just right click on him, I won't get thrown into one. I can back out, can I? If I just
Yeah,
right click.
it says, do you want
Oh
to
yeah.
accept yes or no, basically.
Okay. So this is the English dude here, and I can see over on the other side there's a guy with um,
Yeah, Japanese above his head.
Japanese above his head. So you do have people in your world that are learning English and learning Japanese.
At the moment, it's generally Japanese. That's the big focus of the server because that's
Right.
the most people that we have on here. That's the demand basically. So,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
um, so that's one of the things, quests. And if
Ooh.
you see outside here, this guy, next to his name is JP1,
Right. Yeah.
which means he's a quest giver. But he also gives quests. The quest that he gives is suitable for someone that's completed the JP1 building on the other server. So the quests are kind of graded at the same time. So
Okay.
whereas if we go down here into the main market area, this fella, his tag is JP7,
Right.
and he speaks a lot more Japanese. He requires much more knowledge. So we kind of graded the quests, and yeah, that's
So
kind
give
of
me
how
an
it's.
example of what this guy might make somebody do.
Okay, so I'll go through this one with you. Basically, he says,
Alright.
"How old are you?" And then it says, it's all in Japanese, but it says, "In this
Yeah.
world, you can drink from when you're 18 years old. In America, how old do you have to be to start drinking? Please write the answer. So this is a password quest.
Oh,
You
okay.
type in chat. You type in the answer, which in this is 21. So this is obviously a reading comprehension quest. Have you
Mhm.
read the sentence? Do you understand what it means? And then it goes on to the next question, which
Mm.
says, I like wine. There are two types of wine, red and then you put in Japanese, you write shiro, which is white. And then he says, okay, now go and get me some rotten meat. And
Okay.
when you give him the rotten meat, he gives you some beer. Let me do that. Rotten flesh. So it's just like a reading comprehension kind
Mm.
of quest.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you get a custom item. There you go.
Oh,
That's
thanks.
that's the quest reward.
Is it booze?
It is. It says Yasui Biru, which means cheap beer.
Oh, nice. I can't
So
use it.
that's the kind of quest we've got on here at the moment. Reading comprehension quests, quests that require you to get items or put counters in. Yeah.
So it's adding, yeah. So you're adding. Well, since the first episode, your world has evolved exponentially. You kind of added so many more layers to it. You know, this is obviously a very kind of natural progression for your world to have this interaction, this reading comprehension.
I think for me it was the things that I'm not giving people in class was the reading comprehension and stuff, and I'd need to give people homework where they're still kind of using the world, and this was the next logical step to create quests for them.
Mm-hmm.
The second big what's the word concept, second big point for this server is an economy which is driven by emeralds. So you can
Yes.
you can give emeralds to the guys here to buy certain items, but you can only really get emeralds from quests. So
Okay. Yeah.
if you wanna progress and get decent items, for example over here, this the weaponsmith, he needs like 64. He needs 100. What's that? 128 blocks
Mm.
of emerald to get mad crazy items, basically.
Okay.
So it's it's incentivized, if you like. If you do all
Yeah.
the quests and you get lots of emeralds, then you can get good armor.
So, how long has this kind of added material been in your world now?
Like about a couple of weeks really. It's still very
Yeah.
very beta in its
Yeah.
right now. It's still not really open to the public. We've not advertised it too much. We're just kind of play testing it at the moment. The
Yeah.
questing's working really well, but another thing that we're trying to introduce is okay. So in Minecraft, you can pretty much do anything and everything as a single player, right? You can mine diamonds, you can get to the end, you can kill the Ender Dragon, very very simply. You can do it in like a few hours if you're a skilled player.
Mm-hmm.
So the concept again for this server is we've divided all the skills between things called classes and professions. So only, for example, only the rogue can use a diamond sword. Only the miner is able to mine obsidian. And the point of that is for players to actually have to communicate with each other in order to, complete tasks that are normally able you can do by single player.
Right.
So it's like divide the division of labor in order to, get people to communicate with each other.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So yeah, it's like a real kind of interactive, immersive Japanese kind of um, adventure game now, basically.
Yeah, it's something to do during the off time, like outside
Yeah.
of class. There's
Yeah.
random quests all around the village here, and this is the only village that we've really populated with NPCs and quest givers at the moment.
So a lot more work going into it these days for you.
Oh mate, you wouldn't believe how much work goes into it still. Fortunately, I have a great team. I have got a guy called Markin, who I know he wants me to mention him. He's been creating the quests. He's actually a learner on the server that's going out of his way to create quests for others.
Oh
So
wow.
that's the way that community gives back. I also have, excellent builders. I'll just TP you to me.
Okay, yeah, I just went up onto the ship just to have a look.
Um, let's see. Can you see? There we go.
Yeah.
This is a town that needs to be populated with NPCs. You should be able to
Mhm.
fly, by the way.
Yeah, can do. Wow, this is beautiful. Yeah, like so. Yeah, the big difference between. So I think the last time I came in, I don't think you had. I think you did. You do all the building yourself. Not that there was anything wrong with the building.
Ah, it's very basic, yeah. But I'm much more of an educator rather than a Minecraft builder. So
Yeah.
this is going to be the site for a real, quest chain with bosses and things that people would need to communicate with each other in order to complete. But yeah, this whole town's pretty much void at the moment. It's been built. It just needs the NPCs and the quests putting in.
Wow, it looks like the Game of Thrones server, kind of.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with this place, and we also
It's,
have a custom texture pack now, so it looks beautiful with a
mm,
proper Kotoba miners texture pack. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to show you regarding this. But
that's it's quality, not quantity.
other things that we've been doing things outside of Minecraft, but that's not relevant. So yeah, Minecraft wise, new server with quests, professions and classes to separate people into different areas in order to have specializations that other people would then require. Um, yeah,
And for people that watch this episode, that maybe want to kind of hop in and see if they can look around your world, is it an open world, or do they need to get in contact with you on Twitter?
no,
Or
no, absolutely not. It's open to the public 24/7.
hmm. And can they go without your kind of supplementary material that you give to your students? Can they actually do a little bit? Can they actually learn Japanese, or is it more of a like additional material? No, so they kind
Mm-hmm.
of probably have to do something to the side and then come into your world and kind of like practice their what they've learned so far.
Well, this place is basically a Minecraft survival server.
Yeah.
I'm going to be advertising this place for people that are not learning Japanese. To be honest, it's just going to be a Minecraft server like on Planet Minecraft or other places like that.
Mhm.
Regarding the Japanese learning on the other server where we just were,
Yeah.
that's still all the course materials are basically public knowledge. It's all given there, but I've yet to see someone go and just study by themselves. Generally, people come to the classes that we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you never know. Might get some worldwide people coming in, having a look
definitely,
around.
definitely.
All welcome. Yeah, this is amazing. This is a great job here. I might just fly around a bit and get some more angles of it before we leave. So you mentioned some other non-Minecraft things. It's no problem if you want to mention some other innovative things you're doing with.
Well, yeah, it's
Uh,
still involved. Well, yeah,
oh,
yeah,
it's private, is it?
it's
That's
not
a good
private.
thing.
It's just it involves other games like
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you know the Ultimate Werewolf board game at all.
I don't, but I'm sure some people listening might have. No.
Okay, well, this has been even more than Minecraft. This has been my personal favorite weapon to teach people languages. I think recently.
Oh yeah.
Um, it's a game where we play every Saturday night, and generally there's a good turnout. Over 10 people's always good because
And this is
there's
face
a
to
fun game.
face.
It's we use like Skype,
Okay.
and there's a web. It's a web-based game, but essentially you have a village full with one or two werewolves in, and you have to kind of talk in the day, and then at the night during the nighttime, the werewolf kills someone, and you have to figure out who's the werewolf. It's been a really good game that we've been playing.
And so it's for Japanese learners to actually, it's all going to be spoken in Japanese.
Correct, and we also
Yeah.
occasionally play it in English because there are some Japanese natives that play on the server here, and occasionally I feel bad for them, like always having to speak their native language when they want to learn English. So
Right.
sometimes we play in English too.
Yeah. And so that's just another use of a game that I think I remember seeing in the last episode. You had like a Guess Who type game.
Yeah,
So it's
that's right.
kind of along the same lines, you're having to use
Mm,
language to kind of get
to do well
further
in
in
the
the
game.
game. Yeah.
Yep.
Which is simple sounding, but actually really fun and immersive and engaging.
So that's another thing we've been doing, but yeah.
Fantastic. Well, this was a nice, short, sharp, quality episode of Mind Chat because I always like coming back to your world and seeing the next iteration. And you're your first repeat guest, third time. Awesome. Um, so we're back here at the spawn area. So yeah, thanks for coming on again. I'm
No,
mightily impressed. Give my regards to your builders.
certainly will. Certainly will.
It's awesome looking. And so yeah, look forward to keep in touch and look forward to seeing you on another episode, James. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot. Cheers. Bye bye.
Cheers. Bye.